This is the POA English 9 lecture for creation myths. We're going to talk about the different patterns that the creation myths follow. There are 6 major creative patterns that they follow, and we'll be looking at each of them. Creation from primordial chaos, creation from a cosmic egg, creation by world parents, and from world parents, creation ex nihilo, creation through world emergence, and creation through world divers. Okay, so we open with the cosmic egg. In this version of the creation myth, everything begins crammed down into one place, and then the egg cracks and spreads out to become the universe. The Big Bang is the common scientific theory, is a scientific version of this kind of creation story. It assumes that everything was all together in one tiny little place, and it exploded and spread out to become the universe. Primordial chaos. In the myths that suggest that the world was created out of primordial chaos, we normally encounter either literally, explicitly, it will say chaos is all that existed, or you will have an ancient ocean or an ancient soup of matter or something like that, and either a being forms spontaneously or there is one already there to create the world from these available materials. Creation ex nihilo. Creation ex nihilo is creation from nothing. The stories say that there is nothing there, and then some deity or deities speak and act, and the universe is brought into being. Another version is creation by world parents. This is almost always a sky god and an earth god pairing. The Greek myth is particularly interesting here because it has pairs and pairs and pairs of lovers that over and over again come together, and then the world is created from them. Most of the time, there is some problem between the two. Dad goes bad, or mom doesn't want to let dad go, or the kids are stuck in the middle, or something. And the world parent, one or both world parents, are killed, and the world is created out of their bodies. Another pattern is world emergence. The world emergence pattern is almost exclusively a Native American pattern of creation, in which the world is created and all living things are buried deep down in it's hard to say where they are exactly, because it's, all it says is it's the first world. And then over and over again, they climb to the next world. They're led by deities or demigods. They may be, in many of them, in one of the worlds, they're lifted up by a flood and taken into the next world, world after world, until finally they emerge into either the 4th world or the 5th world. I'm not sure which is the world we live in now. And then history as we know it can begin. Finally, you have world divers. This one is also very prominent in Native American mythology, but it also shows up in other parts of the world. The Finnish creation myth, as recounted in the Kalevala, has a large world diver component, as do creation myths for several native peoples from Siberia. In a world diver creation myth, deities or some kind of beings, often they end up related to the human beings that come later and live among them, and some of them die and different things. So it's not deity as Westerners, especially Christians, are accustomed to think of it. But these beings live up in some other place, and they fall through to a lower world that is all ocean. And then either the god or some animal or something else happens that causes earth and the things that either are or will become the world to rise up from the ocean and then form there as the deities will it. So that's what we have for those. We'll be looking at them, examples of each pattern in more detail as you go through the unit.